Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Another episode of Trash Talk, sitting down with Nick Olson, getting ready for his fight for Driller Promotions going down this Saturday in Detroit Lakes. This kid is coming off of a really big win out in Austin, Minnesota, his last outing. How are you feeling today, and how are you feeling about your camp going into this fight?
I'm feeling really good. The camp's been pretty good. I mean, getting work when we can, where I can, and just pretty much just been all around a good camp, normal.
Yeah. No, I mentioned you in the breakdown a little bit. You're a character that I really like, and I'm glad that we've been able to have a few conversations at the hotels and backstage at the fights and stuff. You know, we bumped into each other multiple times. You're a really cool kid and really charismatic, you know, and I was really impressed with your win the last time you went out there. You finished it in really dominating fashion. I was really impressed. How did you feel after that win?
I felt really good. I mean, right in the beginning, it took me a little bit to get woken up. I mean, I had to get put in a chokehold before I kind of woke up and knew I was in the fight, but I don't know, that happens. But I don't know, I felt really good. I got a little tired, but I don't know. I felt like I did a lot of good things and like a lot of good scrambles, and I was transitioning well, like you said in the breakdown. I've watched the fight quite a few times, and I just noticed that I'm doing just little things different each fight that are benefiting me every time. I can see myself getting better in things that I'm trying to work on, you know?
Yeah, that's one thing that I have noticed because I think I've seen all of your fights. You are progressing a lot in each and every time you step inside that cage. And you said that you had to fight off a choke. Granted, he did get you in a rear naked for a few seconds, but as soon as his hand went across and his hand's coming up, you already started peeling this hand back. You got wrist control, pulled this hand out, and there was no arms across your neck, and you were able to get right back on top and start landing some really nice punches. Yeah.
Like, go back to my second, I got choked out. I mean, and then I just learned. And every day I train with Reese Hernandez. I'm used to getting choked out by that bear. So, I mean,
yeah.
just who I'm training with, just the experience. I'm getting more comfortable every time I get in there. I just want to keep on fighting. I want to fight every month if I could, you know, just get as much experience as I can. This is amateurs. That's what it's for.
Exactly. You know, and the thing is that I don't necessarily disagree, but I don't like the fact that so many guys are so worried on trying to stay undefeated as an amateur. The thing is that if you're going to lose, as an amateur is the time to lose. It's the time to experiment. It's the time to mess around. It's the time to start gauging what type of fighter that you're going to be. You are a guy that I see as the first time I seen you fight. Your striking is what set me off, what made me a fan of yours. And your last fight just shows like how much improvement you're making in your all around game. You know, what can you I know you're saying that you're training with Reese Hernandez, you know, and he's a badass himself, you know. I mean, great grappling and some great hands. What can you say like attributes to the type of fighter and the type of style that you are trying to adapt and going for future fights?
Kind of just my person. I'm just trying to get out there and finish the fight however I want. I'm not trying to please anybody. I'm just trying to get the job done. And I don't know, we got the special sauce up there, you know. Reese knows what he's doing, and we don't do anything special. It's just, I don't know, there's something with it. He's good. I don't know. He knows what he's doing.
So you just said that you're not necessarily trying to please the crowd. So when the crowd is on their feet cheering your name, that's by accident. Yeah, like it just happens, dude. Because honestly, you're gonna. I really feel like you're gonna be one of the fan favorites throughout all of Minnesota as a pro or as an amateur or pro, and hopefully you're one of those guys that makes it to the higher stage. You know, the Bellators, the UFCs, the ONE FCs. You know, but as of right now, are you saying that you're accidentally a fan favorite?
Yes and no, because pretty much I'm just saying, if I hear the fans start booing because I'm doing a boring fight but I'm winning, I'm not going to start fighting a different way just to please them. I'm out there just to win no matter what. But and just have fun out there. And that's what I do when I go. And apparently they get on their feet when I'm having fun, and that's what's going to happen Saturday.
Yeah, no, that's a great answer. That's a great answer because I hate trying to put words in people's mouths, and you're one of those dudes that just you're gonna go out there and you're gonna fight, you're gonna adapt, and you're gonna change for however you need to do to win the fight. And the fact that you're not necessarily reacting off the crowd too much, I mean, because I've been in that situation. I was completely gassed before, and I taken a guy down and started laying on him, and hearing some boos and some comments from people in the crowd made me want to sit up and change, try to do something different. Ended up getting submitted. And then there's other times where I hear the boos and I'm like, yeah, well, you're booing because your guy's losing. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, they're not in there. They're not in there. They don't know what's going on. So,
yeah. How old are you right now?
I just turned 20 last Friday.
Man, see, there's a story that I'm not going to share because I'm not trying to get in trouble at all. But man, I didn't know you were as young as you were when we first met.
Oh,
you carry yourself nice. You carry yourself like I could tell that you maybe have been 2 years younger than me. I expected you to be a little bit younger, but I didn't think that you were as young as you were, man. I mean, it's impressive the fact that you're coming out as young as you are and then making the gains that you are in between each and every single fight. I've been really impressed with you and how your career's been playing out.
I appreciate that. That's really nice. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, dude. And I'm not a bullshitter. Like I'm one of those guys. I don't know if you've seen any other videos. If I don't like a guy, I try not to talk too much trash about him.
Yeah.
But there's some guys I can't hide it with,
Oh,
and you're one of the guys. It's hard to hide. It's hard to hide the fact that I like you.
Yeah. I understand completely. And like you said, you don't want to share those stories, but yeah, no, we were kicking it a couple of times, and I had no idea you were even a fighter, like a very experienced and just professional fighter. I had no idea. I was just talking to you bullshit, and then I don't know, just a few fights down the road. Now here we are. It's funny. Just funny.
Yeah, dude. We hit it off I think the day we met, and dude,
yeah, you wrapped my hands. My last fight, even I didn't have nobody to wrap my hands, so.
Yeah, dude, that was actually a fun night. I've been bragging about it to like some of my friends that don't necessarily follow the MMA scene. Everybody's hands that I taped at the last fight won.
Oh.
Every single person. It felt good. Oh, yeah, I'm not trying to take credit for your win, but I'm going to. I mean, if it wasn't for me, I'm joking. Maybe if it wasn't for Reese Hernandez and the team you got. That you got behind you, dude. I've been really impressed with how you've been able to perform. What teammates and sponsors do you have to shout out before we wrap this up?
I'd love really shout out to Reese Hernandez. He's my main training partner. I mean, he's been there for me anytime I needed a training partner, and I try to be there as much as I can for him. Yeah, he's the man. That's all I can say about him. And then Noah Hawkins, he's a good training partner of mine. And I get some work with this kid named Robbie. But yeah, those are about the main training partners I have. Reese is my main guy. I get a lot of work with him, and I can attribute a lot of my success to him. So hats off to that guy.
Oh, yeah. I really like you, and I really like the energy you bring towards the fight. Just as a fun personality, as a kid who's just enjoying the game, you're enjoying how everything is playing out. And I can feel that from you or whatever. I don't know if that's exactly true, but that's how I feel about it.
That's kind of how it is. I don't know. I just want to do it. I mean, like, I don't need any special like training camp as an amateur. I just give me 2 weeks and I'll be ready. And like I said, these hands are ready to eat for everyone. And so.
Is there any words that you like to say to the fans? What they can expect from you? What anyone can see? I don't necessarily encourage people to talk trash to their opponent. But it is called trash talk. So if you have any words for him as well, throw that in there.
No, just the fans can expect to see a show. I mean, I'm going to come out there and fight and just bring Icky Nicky out. That's all I can say. So Icky's coming out.
Is that your official nickname?
For now, yeah.
Dude,
maybe
it's going to stick. Captain Insane. I like that too. But I think Icky Nicky is going to stick. and Icky Nicky is looking for a big win in Detroit Lakes on Saturday, you guys. You guys be sure to tune in. If you don't have tickets now, get them, order them online or get them at the door, and make sure Icky Nicky is the one that sent you to get your tickets so he gets a cut of that those ticket sales, you guys.
Damn.